This is our continuing playthrough for the Platinum Trophy for GreedFall. As you can remember, last time we had just gotten the trophy for being friendly with Bridge Alliance. We stopped off in our residence, and now we are going to work on the Coin Guard quests so that we can get friendly with them as well. So we have to run around and head to. We don't actually have an active quest for them at the moment, but we can pick up one from the quartermaster. We run in the front door here. Here we are. And there he is. So you can see the symbol that lets us know that we can talk to him.
No, thank you.
Contraband is the quest we're looking for. Oh, we have it already. My bad. Question the innkeeper. We can do that by going around this side. We don't have to go outside and then back in. It's my bad for not realizing we already had the quest. But here we are. And now we're in the inn. Question the innkeeper.
What can I pour for you?
I guess I should have checked first. So we want to ask about the supply
Manfred,
problems.
the quartermaster of the barracks, told me about your supply problems.
And he sends you? Damn, I didn't think a legate would act in person, but it's nice to see that our problems are taken seriously. I'll explain. Alcohol has been scarce in New Serene for quite some time. Our suppliers in the town are constantly victims of theft, to the point that they're no longer able to supply taverns. I could have managed if my monthly delivery from the continent had arrived as planned, but customs seized my goods.
Did they give you a reason?
Conservative seizure, they said. Time to check that everything is in order. And now they tell me that they can't return my goods because they've been stolen. Can you believe it? If even customs are getting robbed, what hope do we have?
This is all rather suspicious. Don't worry. I'll go and see these customs officers and get this cleared up.
All right, so let's go talk to the customs officer. There's Gretchen.
Customs Officer Alric. What can I do for you?
Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. I have been told of some issues with customs. I would like some clarification.
I'm listening, Your Excellency.
I was told that a shipment from the continent bound for the tavern had been seized as a precautionary measure.
Yes, it's possible. We seize cargo sometimes, to verify that all taxes to the town have been paid.
Randomly, without a prior formal order.
I don't know. Perhaps we received a complaint. That happens sometimes.
I suppose all entries are noted in your records?
Naturally, but I assure you that we only do our job. It was all routine.
I was informed that customs was robbed.
Yes, these thieves have quite the nerve. Someone even stole personal belongings this time. Since then, I've put all important things in the chest, but I lost the key. Probably on my way here.
Let me summarize. You have confiscated some goods, perhaps because of a report, but you're not sure. Then that same cargo was stolen from you, along with other things in your custody.
Exactly, Your Excellency.
You are either the worst customs officer I've met, or the biggest liar.
Right?
Listen, Your Excellency, I made a mistake. It's true. I should not have ordered this seizure. In fact, it was late and counting the crates would have taken me hours. I decided to postpone it. In the meantime, the goods were stolen. It's unfortunate, but I'm not useless.
You haven't even informed the authorities of this robbery. This is all rather suspicious, Officer Ulrich. So I think it is necessary to conduct this inspection with a search.
Please, Your Excellency.
I'm sure the contents of this chest would be very informative. Maybe we should go to the docks to see if we can find the key that this scatterbrain has lost.
So, were you satisfied with your inspection, sire?
Look at this.
You work for Egon? Have you come to ensure my loyalty? Well, you can tell him that I didn't say anything, right?
In fact, you just did. So you are a member of this gang?
No, you don't understand. But I am trapped. And it's been like this for months. I am forced to pull off all kinds of tricks in order to settle an old debt.
Egon.
Yes, madam. Either I do what he says, or I lose my children. I've already paid off my debt 100-fold, but he maintains his hold over me. And now I have no choice but to obey when he asks me to divert larger shares of cargo.
Could you help me identify him?
I'd like to, but I've never met him. He gives me his instructions in writing, or sends his men. He wrote the letter you found, or at least I think he did.
I plan to put an end to this individual's activities. So anything you can tell me will be useful.
I hope you manage it, Your Excellency. For the sake of my children, maybe you could come to the meeting he's arranged tonight.
Do you think he will come in person?
I don't know. This is the first time I've received a notice like this. I fear he'll punish me for arousing the innkeeper's suspicions. He doesn't let anything get past him, you know.
Very well, I will come. If only to avoid you paying the price for your stupidity.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'll meet you at the North Gate in the evening.
No offense to our new friend. I'm not sure this Egon will come in person. I'd be surprised if he'd bother moving just to lecture a small fry in his business.
So again, you can loot crates all around the area if you wish. We're going to head off here to the North Gate. And meet this officer. Kind of glad they didn't use the same drop point as always for this quest. The one before that was out the other gate. There he is.
Ah, there you are. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
We have a meeting next to the quarry. As we are early, we should be the first to arrive.
Perfect. I'll hide until they get here.
He will certainly not come alone. I beg you, don't wait to intervene if things go wrong.
Be confident. I won't abandon you.
You should get in position. He'll be here soon.
Okay, so we need to hide inside the quarry. Okay, once you go into the crouch mode, then you'll be spying.
I'm so glad to see you. Because you owe us some explanations, don't you?
Sir, let me explain. I wanted to do well. I was just a little rushed and...
Silence, fool. Not only have you been so clumsy with your handling that the quartermaster was informed, but in addition, you dared to plot with his legate, a noble that has already cost us dearly. Do you no longer love your children, Ulrich? You want us to get rid of them? Is that it?
No, Mr. Egon, I beg you. Don't hurt them. I didn't have a choice. The legate came for an inspection, but I didn't tell him anything. I swear.
It's a shame, Ulrich. Egon loved you. But would replace you with someone else soon enough. Someone smarter. Get rid of him. I don't want to hear from this little roach any longer. As for me, I'm leaving for Hikmet. Try to be discreet. This legate doesn't seem willing to let go.
This man is waiting for us to intervene, and we promised him we would.
If we're going to help him, we will probably lose track of our man.
I owe you my life, Your Excellency.
Don't mention it. Alas, all this was useless. This man was not Egon.
I'm not sure that it's a person, Your Excellency. It may be the name given to the leaders of the gang. I don't know. But I will never be at peace until you arrest them, that's for sure.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. But how can I find this man now?
He said he was going back to Hikmet, which is where he sends the stolen alcohol. I'm sorry. I have not been completely honest with you. I could have told you that earlier, but I knew that without your protection, I would not survive. The deliveries are sent to a dispensary outside the town. No doubt to avoid arousing suspicion.
A dispensary? But what are they doing with all this alcohol?
I'm not sure, Your Excellency. But you'll no doubt find out if you go there.
Well, at least the fright Egon gave Alric managed to loosen his tongue.
Alright, so let's head to Hikmet. You notice we still have Afra in our group. That's fine, along with Ciara. I like to have the ranged people in my group more often. They tend to go quicker than the melee. You see a lot of times in these battles, Kurt is slow to get engaged. Having Kurt does help with the Guardians and some of the boss fights, because those fights are longer, so he can actually get in there and be hitting on the mobs while you're at range. Okay, we're gonna travel to Hikmet. And off to our residence. Let's go to the inventory. We have, I believe, a new helmet. Let's slightly better for Kurt. So put that on. Ciara doesn't wear one. Afra wears one, but pretty sure it's. Oh, look at that! It is one she can wear. There we go. All right, let's move out. Level is loaded. Nice that they always put that on there for you. I think nice thing that Spiders has done. There's the map. We need to go just outside the city gates. So from our residence, it's turn around and head out.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard of the room. These islanders are drunk. And these guards don't look that official.
On your way. There's nothing for a highness here. As for you, savage, if you're looking for something to drink, go to my colleague over there.
What? How dare you?
Sorry, but we're entering all the same.
Oh yeah, we'll soon see about that.
Combat.
Watch out! Grenade!
And let's just get busy with the magic. We threw down some firearm damage as well, so we were fine.
This is the man we saw at the quarry. We must stop him. Surrender. You are under arrest.
What am I accused of?
You are a high-ranking member of a criminal organization that has named itself Egon, and you did not hesitate to order a murder. So, even though the attempt failed, the gallows awaits you unless you decide to reveal everything you know.
I won't say a word. I won't give you anyone. I'd rather die.
If you really thought so, we would not be talking. You will be taken to New Serene. Manfred will know how to make you talk.
Okay. So there we go. Quest moves on. Everybody arrested. And now we also need to return to New Serene. You can see right there on the quest. And we'll travel from the camp right there. Of course, feel free to explore through here if you think you need to do some looting. There's the opening in the fence for us. Camp is right up there on top of the rise here. So in sprint mode, there we go. Oops, we don't want to rest. We want to travel. Back to New Serene. We did pick up some new items, but it's not showing as such. Sell, here we go. Sell the mace. Here we go. Level is loaded. And off to our residence in New Serene. And we need to go talk to Manfred in the coin barracks. Quartermaster. Kurt's group and all, if you remember. Some more looting you can do.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Was the captain we arrested transferred to you?
Yes, and we began to question him. It appears that he was paid by Governor Buren. The governor tasked him with weakening the natives as much as possible in order to muzzle the rebellion. They were trying to poison the natives with alcohol, but they needed a lot to do it. Their entire smuggling operation revolved around that.
Did you contact the governor?
Yes, He sent us a letter apologising, saying he didn't know he was dealing with criminals. His letter was accompanied by a letter of marque to compensate the merchants who suffered in this case.
Which doesn't mean that he will abandon these despicable methods. Is there any news on Egon? We are no longer certain it's even a person.
Even though that name might refer to the organisation, someone must be leading it. And that's who we have to stop. Alas, for now, the captain doesn't want to tell us any more. So the interrogation continues. We're waiting for answers on that point. I need your help in another case.
I'm listening.
The Admiral sent us a furiously worded letter. One of their ships was commandeered by our troops. They accused the San Mateus garrison. But I know Herbert is quartermaster. He's an honest man. I'm not saying that the Admiral is lying to us, but I don't understand what could have happened. Whatever the case may be, the Admiral is threatening to refuse all transportation to our men. This will not only hurt the Guard, but also all the nations that employ us. We need someone diplomatic, able to piece this whole story together. Can I count on you?
Yes. I will go see Admiral Cabral and try to understand what happened.
So there we go. We leveled. We also got 3 more points of reputation with the coin guard. Oh, all right. A couple of thugs wanting to lose their life real quick and give me some experience points. There we go. They're toast. Let's work on our skills. Bomb, we need 3 points. We only have 1. So we'll build up craftsmanship so we can build some higher level boosts on our guys. You can see vigors over here. We could grab this. It would count just as well for us, but we can build it by going right here. So craftsmanship it is. You can see effectively we have level 3 on intuition, level 3 on lockpicking. If I could get this right, level 1 on science, level 3 on charisma. The only thing we don't get a boost in is vigor right now, and craftsmanship, but we're doing pretty well with where we are. So with that being said, let's head off and visit with the Admiral. We've met with many a time during this campaign. By now you should have a good sense of direction throughout New Serene. We've been in and out of this place a bunch of times. So we're flying through. I know you all are probably excited to finish up the easy level here so you can see the extreme difficulty playthrough. I'm kind of excited to show it to you as well.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Manfred, the quartermaster of New was one of your ships hijacked by the Guard.
The Trident and its crew were commandeered. We will not let ourselves be threatened by these land pirates. I've already sent several of our warships to board the Trident. The guards taken on board shall be given...
I understand, Admiral. But Quartermaster that's why he asked me to investigate.
So these mercenaries do not even know how to manage... We will not deal with the Guard until Manfred cleans up his ranks. No more of these hireling thugs will set...
I will tell him, Admiral. And know that I am fully aware, not only for the Guard, but for all the nations on this island. I will do everything to find those responsible.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will eagerly await your news. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. The Admiral knows that we can't do anything without the force of the Guard. By prohibiting them from transport, she's putting everyone at risk, leaving us to take care of the problem.
Okay, so we need to travel to San Mateus. We can travel from right there. San Mateus is on the left. Head to our residence. Don't forget to friend and follow us on Twitch, much appreciated. On YouTube, like our videos, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. Glad to have you all along. We had a couple of new ones lately. It's much appreciated. Good to have you along. Drop us a comment on YouTube or join the stream chat on Twitch. And we will definitely have conversations. We can talk about upcoming games. We can talk about the game we're currently playing. Check out some of my recommendations as well for games and tech equipment and things. All right, here we are. Okay, and if our skill set wasn't boosted as high, we'd bring Kurt along because we're dealing with a coin guard, and whenever you're dealing with a coin guard, you'd like to have Kurt along. He can help get past some of the difficult conversations if you don't have enough intuition or charisma. That should be everybody. There they go. Last one's down. Alright. Everybody dead and looted. And in the front door. We talk to the quartermaster here.
What can I do for you?
Quartermaster Manfred sent me.
I was expecting such a visit, and I'm glad Manfred sent an external investigator. This commandeering business may just spell the end of the Guard. Without the Nord's transport, we are finished. I don't understand what could have happened. I can assure you that we have never issued an order to that effect. It's as if some members of the Guard obey others' commands.
We had trouble with a criminal organization within the Guard. I wouldn't be surprised if they were behind this matter once again.
Oh, this is terrible news, Your Excellency. How can we sort the good apples from the bad?
By speaking to those in charge of those in command of this town, and trying to unravel the truth from the lies.
The Major has been on a field exercise for quite some time. I don't see him involved in this. In his absence, 3 lieutenants lead the troops. They are Lieutenants Alexander, Klaus, and Ermelind.
Do you think they are honorable?
I won't vouch for them if that's what you're asking. I don't know them well enough.
Thank you, Quartermaster. I'll go and find them.
Okay, so we need to question the 3 lieutenants. They're all upstairs. So head up there. Again, the assets are all the same, so it's not an issue here. Let's whip out the map. So you can see there's 2 to the right, 1 to the left. So let's deal with the one to the left first. This is generally the way to the captain's office and such. There he is.
Hello, Lieutenant. My name is de Sardet.
Oh, you are the legate of the congregation? I am Lieutenant Alexander. Did you need me?
I am conducting an investigation into the illegal commandeering of the ship, the Trident. We must work fast and find out who organized this. Do you know the men who seized the...
All I can tell you, Your Excellency, is that I'm sure they were not under... As foolish as it sounds, we don't know the identity of the soldiers involved. Since our previous commander's coup attempt, there's been tremendous upheaval. We lack senior officers. The registers are not up to date, and many men are on the run. I suspect the supporters of the coup who escaped the trial may be responsible.
I was told that the city is usually under the orders of a major.
Major Herman, yes. He's on a field exercise, at least that's what they say. But he was close to the commander. So this is only an idea, of course, but maybe his men got scared and stole that ship.
I'll leave you, Lieutenant.
Plausible idea. Let's go talk to the other two now. This is barracks like usual. One in the first room straight ahead here, and then one across the hall.
Hello. I am...
Desade, legate of the merchant congregation, right? Nice to meet you, Your Excellency.
Well, I didn't... Can you tell me anything about the ship that was commandeered by the guards?
A complete act of piracy, if you want my opinion.
Do you know who these guards were?
No, and no soldier is missing here as far as I know. This is very strange. But since the commander's attempted coup, everything has gone to hell here. Men start muttering as soon as we have our backs turned. Some recruits have suffered violence, but refuse to name their attackers.
Do you think something is going on?
It seems obvious to me that some people took advantage of...
I see. Thank you. I'll leave you to it. Farewell, Lieutenant.
Okay. Then across the hall.
Your Excellency, if you really want to know what's going on in this barracks, find me tonight near the church.
To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Quiet. No one must know that I spoke to you. I am Sergeant Franz, and I'm prepared to help you. Don't forget the church tonight.
Okay. That's scripted. Now talk to the last lieutenant.
Hello, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Klaus. What can I do for you, Your Excellency?
I'm investigating the elite. Do you happen to know the men responsible?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I don't know. I only took office in this city 2 weeks ago. I was sent. Are you sure that this commandeering is not the isolated act of a few homes?
Not totally sure, but it's very unlikely. Managing the crew of a Naut ship requires great numbers and organization.
I see. Well, in that case, sorry for not being more useful.
Farewell, Lieutenant. The Lieutenant's interrogation produced nothing. This sergeant is our only lead.
Okay, so let's go head out to find him. Back down the stairs. I'm sure you guys are all aware of how to get through these assets now. Right turn to get out the front door. Right, and the meeting point will be way over here. Excuse me, you can see that this is our residence, so we want to go back towards our house and down the alley by the crafting station. If you follow along, I'll get you right there. There's the dead people still dead. Street sweeping hasn't come and cleaned them up yet. Probably getting a little ripe out there. This will come out on our residence. We know we want to go around behind. There's the crafting station, but we want to keep going this way. And there you go, there's our man, Sergeant Franz.
I wasn't sure you'd come. That will be understandable. It's better to be wary with Egon.
What do you know about this organization?
More than I would like. I'm part of it. Now ask me any questions you want. We don't have much time.
If you're part of this organization,
I joined this gang some time ago, without realizing the extent of their power. I naively thought that it would only be a matter of completing a few small secret protection missions, but I found myself involved in a sordid business with the young islanders. We capture them to sell them as slaves. They're very popular in brothels. I participated for a long time, without batting an eye, but I ended up bonding with one of the captured islanders, and the horror of this trafficking has finally hit home. I don't want it to happen to her.
Who took possession of the ship, and for what purpose?
Soldiers from the garrisons, members of Egon's organization. The boat was supposed to be used to transport the island captives to the mainland. Someone must have had enough of only being able to move a few slaves at a time, hidden in the holds. Now they've pulled this big stunt. They've not only attracted the wrath of the Nauts, but also your attention. Egon would never have made such a mistake, and he'll make the fool who did suffer dearly.
Do you know who Egon is? Or at least who runs this organization?
No. Everything is very compartmentalized. Each group knows only its direct superior, never the one above. Not only do I not know the big boss, but I don't know anything about his other activities.
Do you know who Egon is? Or at least...
No, not only do...
And who gives you your orders?
Lieutenant Ermelin, that woman is ruthless. After the business with the ship, she decided to make a clean sweep, probably to avoid the wrath of Egon. She told us that we had to get rid of the islanders we still held captive. She wants to clean up behind us to avoid leaving any trace. My friend is among them. If I can't find a way to stop Ermelind, she will die.
If we want to prevent this massacre, we will have to intervene quickly. Where are the islanders held captive?
They're kept in a former logging facility on the outskirts of town.
Is it well guarded?
No, numbers are small to avoid arousing suspicion. But when Ermelin comes with her troops to get rid of the young people, it'll be a very different story.
Well, we'll take control of the operation before that happens, by getting rid of the guards. When Ermelind and her soldiers come, we will use the element of surprise to neutralize them.
With all due respect, there will be many. Are you sure you'll be able to face them?
We could ask for help from one of the native clans. The Storm Warriors, for example.
Do you think they would?
If it only involved us, I doubt it. But it's about saving their own young people. They'll also be able to give them shelter when we free them.
We will need to act quickly. I fear Ermelin will take action any moment now.
I'll go get help in Vedlug as soon as possible and take care of the operation.
Thank you. I'll arrange to be appointed as the scout for Ermelin's squad. That way I can let you know when we arrive.
We should go to Vedlug.
Let me accompany you. Deirdre is always suspicious. I could help you convince her.
Okay, so now we have our next set of quests we need. So you can see we need to go to, this is where we need to attack, but first we need to go get some help from the natives. And of course, rather than taking the long way, we'll just run around into our residence here so we can travel from here. So that we can get Deirdre, or however we pronounce her name, to help us. Not wait for the level load, we'll just hit travel right now. Deirdre. Bambi, whatever.
What do you seek?
I have come to ask for your help, Deirdre. A group of guards captured young natives and turned them into slaves. But now they want to get rid of them to avoid drawing attention to themselves. I want to free them and stop these guards. But we will need support from warriors.
You are a Karant. We will help you. But you have to tell me more precisely what this is about.
The prisoners are in a former logging facility near San Mateus.
I know where it is. The Renaiks massacred the forest there.
We will get rid of the guards there and release the prisoners. But if any soldiers are sent to kill them thereafter, can we rely on you to intervene?
I will send you my 2 best warriors. I can't give you any more right now. They will find you where the forest has suffered. Anything more?
That's it.
I need to be going.
Gwawalem-seg.
Alright, out we go and head back to the sawmill. Remember, travel point is right out here. Travel. Back to San Mateus. Our residence is closest. That's where we're traveling to again. So as we're cleaning this up, it seems like it's an awful lot of back and forth now, which it has been. But we're moving along just fine. So now we'll head to the logging site. We'll have to take out the guards, find the keys, free the prisoners. Well, we don't actually need the keys because we can lockpick level 3 now. And then we'll have to take out Aegon's men. Then back to the 2 quartermasters, one in San Mateus, and then Manfred in New Serene, and then we'll get the final part of the quest. So here we are, out, make a right turn. Off to the logging camp, which we had been to before, if you remember. It's up the zigzag path.
Here is the logging facility. The prisoners must be in that cabin.
No one passes.
I will pass without your permission.
You see these guys go down pretty easily. There's the keys. Trying not to get hung up on the corner there. In we go. Use the key because we have it.
You're free. Thank you. May the trees always bear fruits on your journey.
It was Sergeant Franz who told us where to find you.
Franz? So he kept his word. I had hoped he would.
Stay hidden here for now. We will set up a trap for the people who captured you.
Then we will fight by your side. They will pay for what they have done to us.
No, you're in no condition to fight. It's better that you stay here. When we are done with them, you can return home.
Okay, so now
Thank
we
you
need...
for coming to lend us a hand. I'm surprised. Deirdre said that she would only send 2 warriors.
It's not a Sengedin Anadas. It's a Gaius Rad, a warrior from my clan.
Betirtuma Donegad. She told Eseld your story, and we wanted to come. Young people from our clan have been captured, and we believe they are here. When Xavier also sent a warrior for the same reason.
We are most grateful for your help. Thanks to you, we can stop those who captured them.
So now we have a bunch.
There. Were you able to get rid of the guards?
Yes, some. And we have released the prisoners. But there are still others that we have to defeat.
I see you've managed to bring allies. With them, we have every chance of winning. Ermelind and her troops shouldn't be long. You should take position.
Okay, so we need to ambush the soldiers. So we need to go out.
Anything to report, Sergeant Franz?
Negative, Lieutenant. Everything is quiet.
Where did the guards go?
I don't know.
How can you not know? Hey, what's going on?
You will pay for what your brothers have done.
Some more. Deal with them.
You will pay for what your brothers have done.
Nope, not what I meant to do.
We got them.
Make sure that Lieutenant Ermelind is shackled and brought back to San Mateus. She will probably be sent to New Serene to be interrogated by Manfred. She has a lot to teach us about Egon.
I hope she can help you put an end to all of this.
Can we all go home now?
Yes. We will escort you.
Breg, it's thanks to you that I realized what we were doing. I hope you'll forgive me one day for being one of those monsters. In the meantime, I will do everything I can to help stop this smuggling for good.
You are a better man than you think. Friends, when you're finished, return and see me at Wenxavier. I will be glad to see you again.
We should go. Let's report to Quartermaster Herbert.
Mark silver coins. And we have a bunch of them. Really need one. So back to the quartermaster in San Mateus. And then, as I mentioned before, back to Manfred, the quartermaster in New Serene. Here's the bridge, don't miss it. There you go. Because we haven't picked up too much stuff, we can sprint the whole way, which is pretty awesome for us. Again, not to go in through the tavern door. You can go that way. You only get attacked here at nighttime. Go in this door, it's most direct right there.
Your Excellency, I was told you'd returned with prisoners.
Yes. Lieutenant Ermelind organized a slave trade on behalf of the organization I told you about. Her men captured natives who were then sold here or smuggled to the mainland. We also found out that they commandeered a Naut ship to speed things up.
What madness. I guess Manfred will want to have her questioned. Lieutenant Alexander, you will accompany her with some men.
Quartermaster, at your orders.
And you, Sergeant. I understand that you participated in the despicable actions of this traitor.
It's true, Quartermaster.
I recommend clemency. Without his help, we would not have discovered what this was about.
I see. You will accompany Lieutenant Alexander. Manfred would like to talk to you, but I will make sure that he knows what role you played in this case.
Thank you, Quartermaster.
Well, I'll let you get on, sirs.
Thank you very much for your help, Your Excellency. Travel safe.
Well, things seem to be in order here now. We should go and warn Manfred.
Back to New Serene we go, as she mentioned. Or as we mentioned. So again, fastest point of travel is from our residence, so that's where we'll travel from. We're starting to log pretty heavy on the trophies now. Back to our residence over here, which is the closest thing to the coin barracks and Quartermaster Manfred that we can get. There's some stuff we can sell. I'm not going to worry about it right now. It's not much. Let's travel. Force load the next screen, the New Serene screen. Oh, it kind of rhymes. But you didn't know it. But your feet show it. You can see it takes its time to load when you force it this way. It's actually quicker if you don't force it, but what are we going to do? Stand around and talk to the vendor some more? So, there it goes. So I'll have to talk to Quartermaster Manfred. That's alright, you can do some looting there if you wish. Right turn. Quartermaster
Excellency.
Manfred.
What can I do for you?
I was able to clarify the story about the ship, and we arrested the person in charge.
I've already been told all this. Lieutenant Alexander came before you did. He told me the whole thing, and he didn't fail to tell me everything we owe you. I have already sent a letter to the Admiral explaining what happened and offering reparations. I hope she will forgive us. Anyway, I thank you very much. Once again, you have worked wonders, Your Excellency.
We couldn't have done anything without Sergeant Franz. He showed admirable courage. I imagine he has joined your forces.
That doesn't ring a bell. I don't think a sergeant by that name is stationed here.
Strange. It seemed to me that Quartermaster Herbert told him to come and find you.
Well, perhaps he changed his mind. With this business going on, he must be sorely lacking in men. Anyway, know that our investigation has finally paid off. Lieutenant Alexander arrested many criminals with information obtained from prisoners. You should go find him. He's with Captain Ulrich.
Captain Ulrich?
The highest-ranking captain in the garrison. He's an old man who is not often found in the field, but faced with such a scandal, he had to intervene personally.
Thank you, Manfred. I'll go find them.
And they're upstairs, so we know where the stairs are.
This arrest is good news. Let's find the captain.
So we go straight ahead, can't miss it.
Ah, Your Excellency. I was talking about your exploits to Captain Ulrich.
Your Excellency?
Captain, Lieutenant, Quartermaster Manfred informed me that you had made several arrests.
Indeed. Lieutenant Ermelind confessed, which enabled us to flush out most of the gang.
I can't quite believe that all the arrested men are involved in this case. I know many of them, and could have sworn they were honorable people.
I'm sorry, Captain. I understand. It's a shock. We were all sure that our comrades would never be involved in this kind of thing.
Will you continue the investigation?
Of course. We can't stop our research until we've completely dismantled this organization.
Lieutenant Alexander was asking me to transfer him to New Serene, to be a part of the investigation there.
To manage it, if you allow it, my captain. I was honored to participate in the interrogations of Lieutenant Ermelind, and to be able to arrest all these criminals. I would not want to leave things half-finished.
As I told you, Lieutenant, I can't approve the transfer of an officer from another garrison. I must refer to the commander.
In any case, we're most grateful for your help. But we can now bring this investigation to an end without you.
I see. What goes on in the Guard is the Guard's own business.
It's a bit like that, yes. We can't let the actions of a small group compromise the reputation of the whole Guard.
You forget, once again, that you have not yet obtained your transfer, Lieutenant. In the meantime, please be dismissed.
At your orders, Captain. Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Still doesn't smell right.
I'm sorry you had to hear this call to order. This lieutenant is inclined to forget who he's speaking to.
It must be the enthusiasm of youth.
It's possible. In any case, and contrary to what he said, we will still need your help.
Why's that?
Lieutenant Alexander claims that Ermelin's confession allowed him to... I attended one of these interrogations, and all she talked about, the one in which Torsten's recruits received their special instruction, if I understood correctly. This place was taken back and used by the... But our lieutenant did not mention it, which surprised me, and led me to doubt his sincerity. Perhaps Alexander failed to report it to increase his prestige later.
But he could have another motive. So you would like us to go there?
Indeed. And I'd like to accompany you. I am no longer a field officer, but I still know how to hold my own. And I want to see this case with my own eyes.
Very well, Captain. You can count on me.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right.
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's leave.
Let's
Get
hurry.
with it. Get right out there, back to the secret camp. Need to kill them all. Clear out the camp. Then we'll gather all the evidence and return to New Serene to advance the quest.
We're almost there.
How would you like to proceed, Captain?
By the book. We'll go through the whole camp, neutralizing any threat.
All right. So they're behind us. So let's just head off to the right here, and in we go.
It's blocked.
All right, no problem. We know we can get around from the other side. Post toasties. A little trouble looting right there. We have a bunch more guys here we can take care of. Okay, there you go. Everybody eliminated. Loot these close guys. Boy, we're getting a bunch of stuff that we'll have to sell later on. That's really kind of the only use for it. Okay, we're downstairs. Up we can go. Bunch more guys smoked. Looks like everything's upstairs for us. Nothing in the first room.
Lieutenant Klaus. So you...
Lay down your weapons, Lieutenant.
I will not surrender, Your Excellency.
If you speak...
You, maybe, but Eagle...
He's poisoned.
The plague.
I'd have liked to have questioned that traitor.
these letters are signed by Egon.
So pick up all the
We
letters.
must go to the office of the leader of these criminals.
We could study the handwriting to find out who's behind this pseudonym.
And you can see we need to do some more searching downstairs. Looks like even more downstairs. Let's check this room before we go down there first. Because you guys wanted the experience points. And here's some more stuff
It
you want
looks
to...
like poison.
It's a deadly combination. It can cause death in an instant.
This document talks about eliminating the witnesses to the case.
Manfred and us are definitely on that list.
Okay, so back downstairs.
It's Sergeant Franz. Poor man. He paid dearly for the help he gave us.
He was beaten to death.
Quartermaster Herbert ordered him to accompany Lieutenant Alexander to answer Manfred's questions, but he never made it to New Serene.
I was sure that the lieutenant was not genuine. He must be involved.
All right.
We did a good job, Your Excellency.
Certainly. But we know that there is...
We know that Lieutenant Alexander Sergeant's body, and the fact that he did... Perhaps he will be able to provide us with a lead.
Remember that we are targets, just like Manfred.
You were right. Let's get back to New Serene. You'll hand over the evidence to Quartermaster Manfred. I will go and ask our insolent lieutenant for an explanation.
All right. Carrying too much to sprint anymore, so we won't. So we have a camp right here, or we can head straight out. Jogging, because we can't sprint. Of course, you could have gone the more populated route if you wanted and killed some more of the mobs, get some more XP, but we're getting plenty as it goes. And there's the path out. Oops, we missed a little downslope right there. Head back to New Serene. To our residence. We'll stop at the vendor now because we can't sprint again. In a regular playthrough that wouldn't bother me so much, but since we're trying to get you guys through this a little quicker, There we go, levels loaded. Back to New Serene. Okay, we need to talk to Mateus at the coin guard, the quartermaster. Manfred, not Mateus. Orale Raz. Here we are sprinting again. I don't know how much money we have. We have a bunch. We could buy a bunch of legendary stuff. We have a bunch of legendary stuff already. But we could be buying some top-notch stuff probably that we... Oh. Thugs. Nighttime again. Toasted. Not gonna loot them. Just moving that quest along here.
Your Excellency.
How did you know we were here? Did the captain tell you?
He was arrested while coming back here. Lieutenant Alexander said he was finally reported by his accomplices.
That lieutenant has some nerve. We know he's involved. We found the body of the sergeant who was to accompany. He got rid of him to punish him. We also found this document saying that everyone who knows about the case should be eliminated. You're in danger, and they've already found a way to get rid of the captain.
Most of the men who are loyal to him are in jail. I can't do anything with... I've been trying to get the commander. If anybody...
Here, take this evidence.
Alas, there's nothing in there that clearly indicates who Egon is.
The recent actions of Lieutenant, and we only have to compare his handwriting with the...
I'm going to join the commander, but you should intervene.
Okay, arrest the real Aegon. He's out in the courtyard. Just through this area. There he is.
Desart, Your Excellency! What a joy to see you again. We finally stopped Egon. The captain will be happy.
Naturally, and that is why you were surrounded by the men I apprehended. We visited your secret camp and found the body of poor Sergeant Franz, who, in spite of his death, continues to betray you. You are a member of this organization, Lieutenant. And when we compare your handwriting to the letters we have seized, it wouldn't surprise me to discover that Egon is none other than you.
We prepared a discreet death for you, worthy of your uncle's court. A little poison, and our troublesome diplomat would have been out of the way. But since you leave us with no choice, finish them.
It'll be a real pleasure.
Finally, our revenge has come.
And drop a storm, and that'll make all this so much easier for you. Oops, didn't mean to waste it again. Whatever.
No,
What?
no, no!
If you had not been so careless, maybe we would never have discovered your surrender, Alexander. Unless you prefer Egon.
Let me go!
I doubt that the commander would find that...
Wretches!
Your Excellency, Lieutenant Alexander was court-martialed and will soon be executed.
You have my gratitude, Your Excellency. Without you, this assassin would have probably strangled me in prison.
Manfred gave me all the evidence you gathered and told me about the... I'm just sorry he didn't tell me about it sooner.
My apologies, Commander. But you've been so... I never thought the case would be so big.
Be that as it may, the high-ranking and the foot soldiers will be sent back to the continent. We owe you so much, Your Excellency. Without you, I am extremely grateful. I will not forget what you did for us.
Don't mention it, Commander.
+3 friendly now with them. 2200 experience. And that's where we are, and downstairs we need to go. We can check to confirm when we get out the door here. We'll do it real quick. That we are indeed friendly with all factions. And there it is. You can see it at the bottom. Friendly with everybody. All the factions. CR is the only one we're still nice with. And then we will earn the rest of those trophies. So for our quest, this is the one we need to do next. Oops. And this, you want to start at the top here, healer with Renishaw. And CR is in our group. You want to make sure she is in your group. When you go there, we'll just go out the front door instead of running all the way back to our residence. Take the path right here. You don't get caught on the wood on the ground. Because now we're on back onto the main quest. And then we'll do some CR quests as well. And knock out a couple more trophies for next time. So wait for the level to load. Make sure you friend and follow us on Twitch. Much appreciated. On YouTube, like our videos. Subscribe to the channels. Like having you guys along. Visit with you much. We're getting near the end, so I'm going to be pounding out some of these videos as quick as I can. There you go. Level is loaded. So we're going to hand off there. And I will save it once we get to the other side. The saves will be automatic anyways, because that's what happens every time you land in one of these places. I'll stop right here facing the door. So let's do a game save. As it loads up, there we go. Yes, we'll overwrite. So late into 2021 now. You guys be safe out there. I know most of the pandemic restrictions have been lifted, but continue to be safe. This one was for Harley. We'll see you next time.